So, since of course it's not guns that kill people, it's people who kill people. Certainly it's not cigarette smoking that kills people. It's people killing themselves. What business is it of ours what they do with the cigarettes? We don't tell them to smoke it. We just tell them to buy it and to walk around with it lit in their hands so that they could show everybody how cool they are, how alive with pleasure they are. Alive with pleasure. You know, I just did a whole long spiel, my Ambrose Bierce psychological thriller, thriller. Well, it's along the, I've got 3 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever to live. How will I spend that time? It's kind of an experiment, a thought experiment. Just think about that. What I said to you that, unfortunately, you really don't have a choice in this. I don't have a choice in it. It's just going to happen. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. So you know that in X number of seconds, life will end for you. Don't worry too much about the pain. It's going to happen so quickly. There might be a little pain, but it's going to happen. I mean, maybe there's going to be a lot of pain, but it'll be over pretty quickly. Pretty much, you are under the water. You have jumped off the bow of the Titanic into 28-degree water. You understand that, you have less, you have some ridiculously small amount of time to live. Basically, you're probably not even going to get back to the surface because the water is so cold, you are losing heat so fast that you really, it's really all over. It is all over. Period. There's no two ways about it. It's all over. It's just a question of how the next couple of seconds will be lived in your life. Will it be spent denying or angry or panic-stricken or resentful? Why did that guy let us win that card game? Why? It's not fair that we won the tickets in that card game. It's just not fair. Well, maybe not. Well, we did win it fair and square. I did cheat. Why did you let me cheat? You should have stopped me from cheating. You should have taken out a gun and threatened to kill me because I was cheating. And then I would have said, okay, you keep your Titanic tickets. I didn't want to go on that stupid big ship anyway. It's probably going to sink, It's too hoity-toity for me. Yeah, going to spend your time thinking about that. Or are you going to do what the fellow on the way to being hanged, on the way down from the Owl Creek Bridge? What did he do? He made use of the time. He decided that in his whole life there was the highest point of his life, that his greatest desire was to see his Bella Clarabelle. Well, he really liked cows, He was one of those kind of people. But his cow Clarabelle was very special to him. No, I'm talking about an antebellum Clarabelle. Antebellum Belle. Oh, beautiful buxom woman with curly, dark hair. Rich, buxom, beautiful, sexy. The future mother of my children. That's who I want to be with. And he was there. He did it. Well, he managed to get the rope to break as he fell down. I mean, imagine this. Okay, here's the scene. Here's the scene. He is standing blindfolded, his hands kind of loosely tied behind his back. They know he's not going anywhere. Not at this point. He's on the bridge. The noose is around his neck. He is standing on a plank of wood that is sticking out off of the bridge, and there is a somewhat heavy soldier on the other side, on the bridge itself, standing on the board. And this man is now standing on it, and when the soldier steps off, the board will fall. Thou will come, traitor, broken neck and all. Well, that was the plan. But he managed to change that. Because after the plank was allowed to fall with him on it, and he came down, and what happened was he managed to he willed it so that the rope broke. What a fluke thing. They didn't check. They didn't realize that this rope had been stored in some musty, damp place, and it was all rotten inside. So the rope broke. Holy cow. So he goes plunging down into Owl Creek, wondering if that is going to be the end of him, because it was quite a distance. But fortunately, it was deep enough, and the water was not only deep, it was very rapidly running down stream, and so he was able to evade the bullets that were being lobbed at him. By the soldiers. And he manages to get behind some rushes and gets out and hides a little bit, and then runs and runs and runs for days until he finds his way back home. And he comes running up the hill to see his dear Clarabelle. She is walking down running. Of course, she's not walking. She's running down the stairs to him. He is running up the hill to meet her. They get right up to each other there, and they hug, and broken neck. The rope wasn't rotten. This all happened between the time the plank was allowed to drop and the time he got to the end of the rope. He got to the end of his rope, and it really was an end, and he was dead. He rather spent his last time in a way that made sense. And since life is but a series of moments in which we either engage life, or we kind of put it off to tomorrow, or kind of judge it based on yesterday's ideas. We either live in the moment or we don't. He lived his last moment very well indeed.